Welcome, Aquarius and Soulmate. I am Key, and this is our doorway. So, communicating and meditating to Source, God, Goddess, Mother, Fire. Fire. Okay, so you definitely having the fire inside of you. But meditating to God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What came to mind is adornment. To know that not only outside of yourself, people adore you. You're seeing that you are a walking body of what you do adore. You are definitely in alignment with Source outside of yourself and within. If this is what you are aiming towards, a crystal came into my mind's eye while I'm meditating, and the crystal was an amethyst. So, in the month of March, it's of a good interest to invest in purchasing an amethyst crystal. Amethyst. That's Amethyst. Amethyst crystal. This particular crystal will help in stabilizing your life, making your parameter, your place of peace, and it gives you courage and inner strength. So, let's see what's in store for Aquarius and Soulmate, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Our present gift for Aquarius and Soulmate from March 24th to April 6th, 2019. Our present gift for Aquarius and Soulmate. Okay? Our present gift for Aquarius. What will take place emotionally, energetically for Aquarius and Soulmate? What will take place emotionally, energetically? Wow, okay. All right. What karmic blessings will be in store for Aquarius and Soulmate? What karmic blessings? Wow. Okay, y'all know. Y'all already know. Okay, let's see what you know. I'm intrigued myself now. So, okay, if this is in regards to what you want to birth into the world, it stems from your childhood. Whatever you want to create has been with you as a bond since birth. Since you were a young person, you knew what you wanted to aim for, what you aspire or inspire to be. Now you're becoming what you've been inspired to become, what you already felt in your nature to navigate towards. If this is in regards to an actual baby or giving birth to a physical baby, you're thinking about what does it mean to be a parent? What are the basics that you want to start implementing in your atmosphere before the baby arrives? Okay, this is what helping you to guide. So whatever you want to birth as a creative endeavor, now you're starting to be guided in that direction. You're seeing that birthing your ideas right now is going to not only help you, but it's going to help others in the world. If this is an actual baby, you already know that you are ready to be a parent. Now you're trying to understand how to better align yourself in parenthood, or how to be the best parent you can be. Not what anybody else thinks of parenting is. What do you feel comfortable being as a parent? You're starting to practice that now, even if you don't have children. If you do have children, or if you're thinking about having children, you are starting to think about, what do you want your child to recognize in you? What do you want your child to see within inside of you and outside of you? And you're starting to generate that in the world. This definitely ties into what you love to do. You're birthing an idea that you love to do in life. And that's the best thing to do. Do what they say, do what we love, right? It may sound very loose and like, eh, a lot of times we're taught in our world to be more practical, to go for the thing that gives us finances, to go for the thing that gives us security, to go for towards the things that would seem more practical. But now you are feeling guided to go against the grain for a minute. And by you going against the grain, you're seeing that from your creativity, what you're about to create is going to generate that love of your life with outside of yourself, meaning the moment you go towards the thing that you want to create by your actions, that's going to bring the person that truly will love you into your life. If this is in regards to birthing an idea, the moment you step into the thing that you love to create, you're going to see that your life is going to be filled with so much love doing it, that you're going to wonder, what made me wait so late? But let's say it's no such thing as being late. Even when we're late, we're on time. In my mind's eye, if you ever heard this phrase, God is usually not there when we need him, but when we want. Or when we think God is not going to be there, he's right on time. When we least expect it, God, Goddess, whoever you consider God in your own image. We have one God. We just say God in different names. We have one name, but everyone that we love in our world does not call us by our one name. We have nicknames. So, again, what you love to do, what you want to create, keep going in it. Keep creating. The more you create, the more you're going to get that love of life. That the more life is going to feel and embody and adore you with love, adornment of love for you. When you walk into what you want to create, it's going to be a Taurus. Or if this is you, I believe this is you first. Whatever you're birthing, you're going to see your value and your self-worth in what you're formulating. You're seeing by the tried and true that works for you is not only going to get you fired up, but it's going to give you that firm foundation that you were trying to figure out. If this is in regards to a partner in parenting or partnering up, this can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that has Taurus in a chart. Or this can be a Taurus, because this is the second house. Second house is of Taurus. This Taurus can have fire in their chart. So they will definitely understand and can go toe to toe with you on what you do want to formulate. So if you were looking for someone to collaborate with, look within your foundation or what's around you in face value. Start seeing, who do you know is a Taurus. If you had to Google what month a Taurus is, do that. We do it too, don't worry. But it's a Taurus in your foundation that is ready for you to start that project that you've been not only brewing, but becoming. When that happens, you come into your own. New partnerships or contracts will take place. That birth idea with another person will give you that triumph that you were looking for. So continue to move forward. Don't wait on this Taurus to be there with you. First, it takes you to step into your creativity for this other person to understand how to take that lead with you. That person can't take the lead until you take that step. When you are taking your first steps, just like a baby, we all had to take those first steps, right? You will see that you are embodying the chariot. You're going to start charging ahead. Again, you're guided to charge ahead and what you want to create. You're seeing that you have that air of understanding. You're seeing that you are in alignment with what you want to take action in. And you're showing that you're very level headed and logical on how you take that lead. You have the yin and the yang within you to move forward. So, an important achievement. This will be in the 7th day. So, we're on the 24th. 2 plus 4 is 6, right? So, tomorrow, 25th, 2 plus 5 is 7. The next day, on the 25th of March, you will start to know what you want to charge towards and creating. So, you have the self-discipline. You have the willpower to walk into what feels worthy to you. When you are walking in the way you want to be recognized, you will be recognized by the public. Again, that love of life. People in your life will start to give you that public recognition. When you start to see that what you've been brewing is actually becoming bountiful this week, the 3rd week of March, you're going to recognize that, again, the 2 and 2, that what you've been going back and forth with is leading you to understand what holds true to you. If this is in regards to communicating to a Taurus in your atmosphere, or weighing out the pros and cons. If this is not another person, what if this is this you? Weighing out what can work and what cannot work. Don't stand in your own way. Just keep taking those steps. When we take our first steps in anything, yes, we fall. We fall down, but we get up. And that's what you're recognizing in the 3rd week of March. By you, yes, it takes you to go into your thoughts, and you might go back and forth of, is taking this creative pursuit really is in your kinetic or connection to your love of life. It is, because you value this. You treasure your creative niche. You treasure and you treat your creativity with the same amount of love that you would care for yourself. So why not take it up the next level? So if you are unable and unwilling to make a decision, by you thinking about this in general, it's going to give you that aha moment to know, okay, I'm not going to be no stalemate. I'm going to charge ahead. I'm going to keep moving forward. If pretending there is no problem, you're not going to pretend anymore. When we pretend it's not a problem, it's because we know it's a problem around us. And the problem is not really a problem to you. It's more of feeling, is this the right path that I'm going towards? Is it the right path? Obviously, what you want to create is the right path because it's going to be something you love to do. And when we love something, don't we, at first we're afraid of it. But once we go into what we love to do, it's like going into a school, going to a class or a dance that we were waiting to go to. But once we get there, we're like, okay, how do I mingle? How do I tackle the situation? But you do know at the end, you still tackled it. And that's what you're going to realize. By you facing what you want to really do, you're going to see your purpose and what you want to formulate, what you want to Again, a baby needs formula, right? They need nutrients to keep growing. It's just like a project. In order for your creativity to cultivate, you got to keep treating it. You got to keep giving it nourishment. So you're going to become that communicator. You're going to start communicating what you want to create. So now that you found that you want to go towards your love or what you do love, you're going to have that path to charge ahead. You just needed to get fired up. You need to put fire underneath you a little bit to push you forward. So, as you're moving forward in the 4th week of March, you're becoming more outgoing. That's what probably you were trying to contemplate on. Now you're going to become more outgoing. You are going to show your creativity, what you've been birthing, into the face of the world, and you're going to be very confident. And yes, it takes you to be mischievous. Again, birthing, baby. As you birthing your creativity, you're going to see that news of an exciting new endeavor that would explain why the new partnership was present. It just took you to understand, well, from me getting this new endeavor, what do I want to, how do I want to navigate it? How do you want to navigate it? We require you to use your originality, because a baby is born by 2 beings. You're seeing that you are birthing a creative endeavor that requires you to bring out your originality, which you've been waiting to do, and your ingenuity. As you're bringing out your original side of self and what you create, you're going to become very passionate in the atmosphere. People are going to see that you are logical in how you take that lead in your pursuits. So if anyone was concerned, if there was a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a Taurus that had air in their chart, and they were wondering, like, are you really, do you really want to do this? You're showing that not only do you want to do it, but you're showing in an honest way by your physical actions, not just by talking anymore. You're showing that what you talked about is what you're going to be physically doing. And yes, that impulse to just go is exactly what you needed to start in the first place. Sometimes it takes us to just start it, to not think about it anymore. Just start it. Go out on faith. When you go out on faith, you're going to see that that challenging information, which could have been, should I go or should I not? You're going to see that when you make that clear decision, delays or changes to plans would be necessary. So it's like getting a necessary pause. When we pause, when we take that pause to say, well, what do you want? How do you want to pursue it? It gives you time to have more detail and how to prepare for that next adventure. So a truth delivered without tact, you're going to exactly know how to communicate it in the atmosphere. The way you're going to communicate it is by being fair and just. You already know the secrets of what you want to do. You know why you want to create in the first place. Now you're bringing it out into the open. And as you're bringing it more out into the open, you're going to see that you are fair and just in the way you made the decisions. That yes, you had to do what you know is right. And if that meant being in conflict with others for a temporary moment, so be it. That conflict was temporary. Maybe the conflict was for you to have and to recognize that you do have the courage to go. It just takes somebody outside of ourselves to remind us that we are ready. It's like going to school. You know, when you took a test, right, and you were graded unfairly, you were like, wait, teacher, this is actually right. And the teacher could be like, oh, well, no, it's not right. And it's like, no, it's because of this. And as you were explaining how you got that answer, the teacher has no other choice but to look back at the paper and say, you know what? You are absolutely right. Not only should I erase that grade, I'm going to give you a higher one because you took the time out to explain yourself. You took the time out to even go by detail. Again, that would explain that pause into why you wanted that grade to be lifted, why you want your creative pursuits to be not only cultivated but to be recognized and not to be dismissed. As you're doing that, you're standing up for your beliefs. And as you're standing up for your beliefs and what you are starting, you're going to become the empress. You are going to recognize going into April that what you are being propelled to do is building your empire. And that required of you to have that courage that you knew you had, but challenge even your own courage to say, well, why do I want to create? And the more you ask yourself why you are creating, why do you want to create? How do you want to create? When do you want to create? Where do you want to create? And how come? You are going to embody the Empress. And the Empress is all about not only building an empire for him or herself, but for him or her people, the community. You know, whatever you're creating helps your community, not just for you. And when you're doing that, you're going to receive in the first week of April lavish abundance. They're going to see and you're going to recognize that giving birth to your dreams was a due diligence. So from you nurturing yourself, by you nurturing what you want to create, it's going to help others around you give you the respect and nourishment that you need and gratitude. They're going to start communicating. People in your environment are going to communicate to you how impressed they are of you, how adored they are of you, how you give them that admiration to go after what they may have blocked as what they wanted to birth as an idea or as a creative project. So you are facing the world with what you want based on how you feel about it. So if you felt that you are missing an opportunity, you know that sometimes missing the opportunity gives us the reason to say, well, wait, why did I feel like that was a missing opportunity? And then start to realize that if this opportunity came to me, it will be another that's going to come to me that will be better off for me. Sometimes not taking the first opportunity may make us feel a little hesitant. But you'll realize on the 4th day of April that a new opportunity will come to you instead. So if an opportunity in the past didn't come to you based on what you were creating, it was not that time to come to you because you were still in preparation mode. Now that you are taking action and you're using your emotional cup to be that engine, you're going to see that that discontentment is going to now give you that desire to make what has been bothering you a benevolence instead, a bountiful blessing instead. So open your eyes around you for possibilities to showcase your creative side, your creative nature. It's more than one way to show your creative side or your creative pursuits. And you're going to have 4 ways to show that in the world. How are you able to show that? Is by practicing what you want. Be that pioneer. Be that personnel. Everything that you have researched, everything that you have prepared for, everything that you have learned, have been educated on, serves a purpose in what you want to pursue. Everything that you are is not going to go in vain. In fact, everything that you are, the way you were taught in school, the way you were parented in your life, the way you have been a parent to others, the way you have practiced your creative niche, the way you have did your preparation, all of those things were made for this very moment. In the first week of April, you're going to recognize that your intuition is going to be what gives you that initiation to be recognized as a principal. So yes, you are sensitive to not only yourself, but what you want to create. And it requires you to bring out your artistic side. So yes, as you're bringing out your artistic creativity, You're going to get back that friendly response from others. A new person enters your life. And this could be a young person or a person that is young at heart. They could be the same age as you, but just have a childlike nature or a childlike innocence to them. And this could be in the form of a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This person that enters your world is there to remind you, again, this young person is there to remind you what you want to be, what you want to broadcast in the world. So, a relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities is taking place for you. How will this help you in the long haul? Pisces, look at that. You're tapping into your Piscean side. You're the 11th house. You're just one level up. You're stepping into becoming a Pisces. And as a Pisces, you're becoming that pioneer. You're becoming that philanthropist. You're becoming your own physical purpose. And you're starting to see that spiritually, you are that ultimate experience. So for all of it, as a key and as a guide, your energy showed me that what you had endured for so long is going to be the very thing that's going to give you that adornment and even that endorsement. So you're mentally going to see that trusting your psychic knowledge, your heightened psychic abilities. And psychic is not just what a person is thinking. It's also what the person is feeling and how they physically react in the world. You're tapping in, you're tuning in to the source outside of you. That is going to help result from an indecision. Remember that indecision. That if not knowing, you're going to know exactly what trail to walk towards. That unwillingness to make a decision, you're going to be able to make a decision. So, how is this affecting you behind the scenes? Your dreams, whatever you've been dreaming of at night or during the day, is there to give you direction. So do not dismiss your dreams in the month of March going into April. That's going to help you in the direction not only you can take, but why you want to take those directions. Mentally, you're going to see what you've been using as your idealization or your ideas are going to be a part of something overwhelming for you. Whenever you get a chance, look at Capricorn's reading as well. You're seeing, again, the second house. So you're becoming more grounded in what you consider valuable and what you consider as truth to how you want to take this lead. If this is another person, this Taurus is going to show you spiritually that you have beliefs that are made to be recognized. Your beliefs are there to be seen. This Taurus in your environment is here to show you what you do value should be validated in the world, should be your voyage to go towards. So, anything that you see as your resources, now in regards to what you want to create, now's the time to tap into them and start reeling them in. Why? Because behind the scenes, you are patiently knowing what you want, and you're going to get what you need. You're going to get what you need. But it requires you to step out on faith and start to go towards that path in a physical way. But you're seeing in the spiritual, because it requires you to definitely be in line with yourself spiritually. As you're being in line with yourself spiritually, you're going to see that your methods are not maddening. Your methods are a healing power. You're going to analyze how you came to be a healer for people and yourself. And you're seeing that it's going to result from the perfectionism of who you are. That's going to be how people are going to view you in your guidance, in the way you guide yourself. People want to see that it's not something to be passive about. It is something that should be recognized as a perfection. or professionalism, or even a profession. So, if this reading resonates with you, press the like button, share, and subscribe. If this reading did not resonate with you, that's okay. Look at Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, and Virgo. To even top the cherry on that cake, I'm going to do the last reading, which is Pisces. Definitely look at Pisces to see exactly the way you're going to move forward in your path. If you would like to have me as your personal guide or get a personal reading from me, look within the description box below on how we can connect to each other. I love you. I love you. I love you. Aquarius, masculine, feminine, soulmate. We will see you on the other side.